Starting a fitness journey is not an easy thing to do for most. It's like walking up a steep incline, but when you figure out the formula that works for you and attain some type of consistency and see minor results, you've reached flat land and it gets easier to move ahead from here. In this video, I will share 5 tips that will ensure that we all reach our fitness goals this year. A bit about me and why I'm qualified to speak on this topic. I have been on my personal fitness journey for the past 7 years. I have completely transformed my health and my physique in a way that has shocked even my family. I grew up heavy, or what they call big boned. I had extremely unhealthy eating habits. I had severe gut health issues, and then when I lost weight in high school, I was lethargic. I didn't have much energy and I still ate poorly. All of the weight I lost, I gained back my freshman year of college, and since that point on, I have been on this wellness and fitness journey. I have had many ups and downs. There have been many times I did not achieve my goals, but overall I stayed consistent and have figured out what works for me as a person who doesn't naturally identify as one who is disciplined or structured. Instead of focusing on trying to drastically change myself into someone I wasn't, I instead figured out how to work with who I was naturally until I hacked my programming to become someone who is now disciplined and consistent with my fitness, and I pretty much have been over these past 7 years. My advice is simple, straight to the point, and no fluff, so let's just get into it. The first piece of advice I have to share is very simple, but it goes a long way, and that is to never stop trying. What happens for most of us is we set a goal, we miss some of the markers in our plan to meet that goal, then we fall off the plan completely and we never get back up and try again. The moment we stop pursuing our goal is when we quit. But when you keep trying, you stay strong in your pursuit, you get up, you get back on board, and you keep pursuing your goal until the plan sticks. It doesn't matter if you miss a few days of your plan in a row, you always get back up. Never feel bad for continuing to try, because one day things will stick and you'll be so happy you didn't quit. And this brings me to my second point. Adjust the plan as you go. The goal is to find what works for you, and you can only discover this through trial and error. If it's difficult for you to follow the plan, instead of focusing on changing you, change the plan. Changing you and the plan is the long-term goal. This is going to take time. It's easier to just change the plan, and there are multiple routes to achieve your goal. So just change the plan. I have constantly changed the plan, and I have reached my ultimate goal. I remember when I first started my fitness and my wellness journey, my goal was to go to the gym 3 times a week, which is, the typical thing that people start with. But I quickly realized that I did not know how to gym, and I also did not feel comfortable in the gym, so I would miss my gym days. And then one day I discovered that my school offered fitness classes and they had an affordable membership to attend those classes. What I did was invest in that membership, and then I said, okay, I'm going to take 2 Zumba classes a week. And then from there, I added in 3 Zumba classes. And then I swapped out one of those Zumba classes for a strength training class. And that was the foundation that helped me feel confident working out, so then I could go to the gym and stay consistent. I'm losing light, but I'm going to keep on going. My third piece of advice, if you are starting and building a plan or you are revisiting your plan, is to lean into what is maintainable. There's a lot of advice to push yourself and do something drastic to see drastic shifts within you. Yes, that is one route, but I'm keen on this being a marathon and not a race. So start relatively within your comfort zone and push yourself. as that expands. Again, I started with those 2 Zumba classes, and then I added an additional Zumba class, and then I swapped out one of those classes with a strength training class. I stayed within my comfort zone to build a strong foundation so my endurance and my strength could expand, so then my workout plan and my commitment could expand as well. So if you're just starting out, you may begin with just 2 30-minute incline walks on the treadmill at the gym per week. And then you can add in 1 30-minute Pilates class that you just search on YouTube. And again, you build from there as your strength and your endurance expands. Maybe you can get out of your home and you can take a Pilates class at a studio, or perhaps you can then go to the gym and do strength training. Those 2 Zumba classes were my foundation, and now today I'm working out 5 to 6 times a week, and it's a mixture of gym sessions, heated yoga, 10K runs, Pilates, HIIT classes, the list goes on. But again, I built myself up to this point from those 2 Zumba classes over a span of time. And by the way, you do not need to work out as much as I do or as intensely as I do to look good and to feel good and to reach your fitness goals. I just do this because I enjoy working out. It's pretty much a hobby of mine at this point. My 4th piece of advice is to make working out as convenient as possible. And this aligns with my previous point. So when I start working out at all when I was in high school, I actually started with small on-demand and YouTube workouts. And my mom had a few kettlebells and dumbbells and resistant bands. So then I implemented those and I started to do a bit of strength training at home. And then my mom, she works a pretty demanding job. So she can really only work out at odd hours. She has to get it in where she can, fit it in. So she actually built out a full gym in her home. So if you can do that, go for it. And I'm actually back at the point where I have to make working out more convenient for myself. I moved back home to Indiana and I am experiencing my first winter in 7 years, and I do not like the cold. I do not like going outside. So that actually brings me to today's sponsor of this video, Yesoul. They gifted me one of their fitness bikes over the holidays, and it has been a lifesaver. I'm able to get in an intense sweat from the comfort of my home. This bike has a 21-inch HD swivel screen, so I can stream workouts from my phone using their app or YouTube. I can also cast streaming platforms like Netflix, so I can ride and watch my favorite show. And it has a 4-speaker system and 2 subwoofers, so you get a nice exponential sound experience. It feels like you're at the gym or at SoulCycle. The best part is the price of this Yesoul G1 Plus bike compared to its competitors. It's currently marked down to $499, and you can get an additional $100 off using the code GREEN100. More information and the link to this bike is in the description below. Okay, so my 5th and final tip, and thank God, because the sun is officially setting. I probably have 10 minutes, so I'm gonna do my best. Last tip, hate me or love me, is to invest in a trainer. It can be a personal trainer, or you can invest in group classes. I mean, my life changed when I realized that the instructors of these group classes are essentially like trainers. They come up with the workouts, they offer modifications specifically for your body if you ask, they'll help you with your form real time, they'll push you during the workout, and you can ask them questions specifically tailored to you before or after the class. I reached my fitness goals by going to group classes. I learned about form in the gym a little bit through YouTube, but mainly from going through to strength training group classes. There's a lot of value out of them, and they're so affordable. To be honest, almost every person I know, including myself, said that they were going to transform their body at the gym and did not hire a trainer or go to group classes. Most of us failed. Again, including myself. You don't need a trainer or to go to group classes forever, but it's a great kickstart to give you a solid foundation of knowledge, form, and all of the tools that you need to move forward by yourself. Trainers can be pretty expensive. I usually see $100 to $150 per session, so I highly recommend classes. And if you're trying classes, I recommend ClassPass. I have been using ClassPass since post-graduation. It made a variety of studios and different workouts accessible to me as a newly post-grad who didn't have much money. They even offer a month-long trial where they give you a reasonable amount of credits to try out classes, and a lot of the studios offer deep discounts for first-time ClassPass students. I have a sign-up link below in the description. You can tap that to create your account and get your 1 month free trial. It is not an affiliate link. This video is not sponsored by ClassPass. However, I will get credits for everyone who signs up for a trial. I still use ClassPass, so if you do start an account, thank you very much. And I'm also curious to know, what classes are you going to try? I've done aerial yoga. Today I did an infrared sauna session. I love that I think recently, maybe in the past 2 years, they started to add other services, spa-like services. I guess because so many people would get these points racked up and then towards the end of the month, they wouldn't use them on workout classes. So now you can redeem them on spa classes. I have been there before, especially as a yoga instructor, and I get free yoga classes at my studio, so sometimes I don't use all of my credits. Okay, my loves, that is the video. I hope this video quality turned out great. I'm actually using my Osmo Pocket 3. I got this camera a few days ago, so I'm not sure how it does in this low light setting. From this little camera view, it does well, but I hope you can see me and I hope I sound okay. This footage is going up regardless. I hope this advice was helpful and it supports you in achieving your fitness goals. If you have any questions or any particular challenges that keep showing up as you're on your journey, please leave a comment or DM me on Instagram. Again, I have been doing this for the past 7+ years at this point, and when I tell you I've had a lot of ups and downs, I have had a lot of ups and downs. I've had some very challenging moments that even had me in tears at some point. So I am definitely here as a resource, and that's why I'm here on this channel. So peace and love, y'all.